hello. I have big plans today. It's me. This is my little kitty. So if you clicked on this video, it's probably because you want to see the book haul. It's an ASMR book haul. This cat is going to be purring around for as long as you want to. I have big, I'm scared. I have a big fat book haul. So I have much to show you. I shouldn't let you see what it is. But I have a lot of stuff going on. I have another one here as well. Oh, goodness. No. Hi. Okay. He's a little bit sneaky. Joking. Wanna hang out with me? We'll see if he stays. Anyways, so I'm just gonna start from the top. I have a lot of different things. Whatever you're into, I have something for you. Okay, I have something for you. He just needs to get a little bit comfy. You might hear him purring. Okay, first of all, I have New and Collected Poems by George Shirtes. This guy. So I don't know. I think this is a Hungarian name, or I think he is Hungarian anyways, but I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with the surname. I read The Bad Machine, which is a collection by him. Loved it. It talks about weird things, like syntax and stuff. Like, it does interesting things. Poetry that I really like and I really find interesting. So I found this for a tenner. Lovely steal. Obviously that's in here. This is the same back as was on the other one. I don't want to dox this or the tag, but cute. He came to Britain as an 8-year-old refugee after the Hungarian uprising in 1956. He was educated in England, so I don't know if he would be classified as like Hungarian literature or English literature or somewhere in the middle. But obviously a lot of his stuff based off of Hungary's history and stuff like that. So if that sounds interesting to you, I would recommend. I like his stuff. It's not super lyrical or anything. Like, there are some really good lines, but you know, it's definitely a very certain taste. I'll just read you around one of them, but not too long maybe. They're all a little bit long, but it's okay. Okay, this one's called Time Again. It's page 109. The pavements lie down, narrowing their aisles against the sunlight which is vanishing. Their lives are a disappointment to them, a daily exercise, punishing, self-discipline measured in long miles. You grab your coat and hat and go outside, leave doorsteps filthy with anxieties, while treading a fine undulation, cracks for hopscotch and the promised gold of trees in autumn, the dull streets of human pride. Okay, that is the whole thing I was thinking. Very purry today. So yeah, definitely very specific taste, but really loved his collection that I read. So hello. Look at the comfy. I wonder if you can hear the purrs. Hi. Very comfortable. Don't mind me talking. Okay. Next up, I have Earthsea. The first 4 books by Ursula K. Le Guin. Never read Ursula K. Le Guin. You may be thinking, this is pretty beat up. Are you lying about this being a book haul. I got this in a secondhand shop for like, yeah, €3. So, steal, hello. Never read Ursula K. Le Guin before. I do like sci-fi. So I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory. I actually have no idea what Earthsea is about, so I'll just read the back to you. Jed is but a goat herd on the island of Gaunt when he comes by his strange powers over nature. Sent to the school of wizards on Roke, he learns the true way of magic and proves himself a powerful magician. And it is as the Archmage Sparrowhawk that he helps the High Priestess Tenor escape the labyrinth of darkness. But over the years, Jed witnessed true magic and the ancient ways submit to the force of evil and death. Will he too succumb, or can he hold them back? This kind of sounds like fantasy to me. Thought it was sci-fi, but I'm not complaining. I still like some fantasy. I've kind of been in a fantasy mood recently, so I'll take it. I kind of just saw Ursula K. Le Guin and I was like, okay, I'll take anything for €3. There's another book that I'm pretty sure I found secondhand. This is Cloud Atlas. This is a cult classic. I feel like I've never read anything by David Mitchell. I feel like I tried to read something by him at some stage, or maybe I just have one on my Kindle or something, but again, don't really know anything about this. But I know that Emmy, the YouTube channel, she loves it. 6 Interlocking Lives. I need that much. And a narrative that circles the globe and reaches from the 19th century to a post-apocalyptic future. I love. David Mitchell erases the boundaries of time, genre, and language to offer a enthralling vision of humanity's will to power and where it will lead us. Hi. He's very in a mood today. Well, he's very purry, so I'm not complaining. It's good for ASMR. Yeah. I don't know. I just have this around 2004. I don't love this cover though. What do you think? Okay, I think he's happy enough. Yeah. I don't really like too much books that follow multiple perspectives. I think they're kind of annoying to me. So I guess we'll see how this goes. Hello. We'll see how it goes. So the next book that I have, this is gonna very much be a guilty pleasure. This is The Very Merry Murder Club, and it looks very Christmassy. Of course, very merry. It's a little middle grade. I don't know, it's just nice to have a cute little middle grade. Last year I read Dragon Rider. I don't know who by. Around December, I like to have just a cute little middle grade in December because, to be honest, I'm not built for winter, so anything that kind of cheers me up, I always love it. Doesn't it look really cute? It's a really cute little cover, and I like a little murder mystery. And there's illustrations. I should have known, to be honest. How did I not clock this? There's nothing that crazy. Oh my god, is it like multiple little, I think it's multiple like stories in it. Catnapping and crazy heists, suspicious Santas and Scrabble games, frost fairs and fancy dress. Join the Very Merry Murder Club and put your detective skills to the test with these fiendishly fun and festive mysteries. And then there's a bunch of people who are featured. Oh, it's edited by someone. So this is a bunch of short stories, I guess. Cute! And it looks so cute. Oh my gosh. What do you think? Okay, he has other plans. Really cute though, I'm very excited. Next up I have a collection of essays. I've actually started reading this just a tiny bit. I think I just read the first essay, but it's by Alice Walker. It is womanist prose. I did like the first one. It's called Saving the Life That Is Your Own, and it was kind of about how like important it is to have people to look up to when you're an artist. and how, you know, certain minorities, they don't, a lot of the time, they don't have people to look up to who have been successful in their field, whatever it is. So it is a little bit harder. Well, that's just a feature of it. It's not the whole essay, but I thought it was very insightful and very cool. I do like essays. Kind of takes me a while to get through them, but like, I'm not, you know, it's kind of what books like these are for. And Alice Walker wrote The Color Purple, I should say. Also, isn't this just a really cute little book? This, whatever it is, painting is really nice. I love these kind of editions. I love this kind of style of what's it called? Cover. I think it's really pretty. But yeah, it's also sorted. Hello. Hi. It's sorted into like parts, content. So part 1, and then it seems to be a lot about the Black experience, it's looking like to me, or her own experience. Yeah, it's saving the life that is your own, the importance of models in the artist's life, the Black writer and the Southern experience, Zora Neale Hurston, cautionary tale. There's some things about the civil rights movement in part 2, it looks like. Part 3, breaking chains and encouraging life, looking to the side and back, brothers and sisters. Part 4, only justice can stop a curse, to the editors of Miss Magazine, writing The Color Purple, etc, etc. I kind of end up usually reading these kind of things chronologically when I'm reading them for fun. It's just the easiest to me. So most of the time when I'm not reading them for certain research or whatever. So that is another one. We've already gone through quite a few books, I think 5. Obviously I don't have much to say about them because I haven't read them yet, but we will move on. This is arguably the most beautiful book in this haul. Are you ready? I know it doesn't have a title on it, but oh wait, it says it there. This is Wild Goose Chase, right? A Wild Sheep Chase by Haruki Murakami. Isn't this beautiful? Hello. Cute. Really, really stunningly gorgeous. Like, whoa. I found out this is a part of a series, which I did not know originally. I should have maybe paid attention to that and got like the other books in the series that they could all be matching. This collection, I don't think it has all of Murakami's books. This collection of Murakami's books is chef's kiss, beautiful, stunning, gorgeous. It's so pretty, but I need to read the other ones first before I read this. So Haruki Murakami, I'm pretty sure I've only read 1 book by him, but I might have read 2. Oh, I read one of his short story collections, the one with the monkey on the cover. I don't remember what it's called. It was okay. And I read The Colorless Life of, is it Tsukuro? I guess we'll never know. Of someone. I forget what his name is, and I kind of like that one. I like how he, I liked it a bit more. Like, it wasn't exceptional, but had some really good lines, and, what is it? I like the way that he uses music. Okay, are you a little bit annoyed? His tail is going crazy. Oh. Are you moving? Okay, he's gone over to the side, so he doesn't want to hang out with us anymore. But that's okay, I guess. I'm just, this is such a beautiful book. It just looks really pretty. But I like Haruki Murakami. I like the way that he uses music and talks about music. And I think he is very well listened, I guess. What's the musical version of well read? I do like his music a lot. And I have heard that this is a fun little romp. I would like to read more of Murakami, but he's not like super high up on my list, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, I only have a few more left. Might hear some background noise. I have Middlemarch by George Eliot. Massive, of course. I just want a little bit of drama sometimes. I don't know. These are really nice editions, super floppy, like. Oh. Yeah, this will be satisfying to read from. But I've heard these don't hold up well. I don't think I've read from the, I read from the Jane Austen collection, which was really fucking annoying to read from because it had all of her books, or at least all of her main works in it, and as I'm feeling it now, it doesn't seem like super good paper quality, but I mean, it's fine for just a little read through. So I'm not too worried about it. And it is pretty, so, and these spines are so cute. It is pretty. Middlemarch is just basically men and women looking to do the right thing, but making bad decisions. I don't know, just sometimes you just want to read something like this. Oh, they do the thing where at the start of every chapter they have a little quote. Oh, I love that. Chapter 14. Follows here the strict receipt for that sauce to dainty meat, named idleness, which many eat by preference and call it sweet. First watch for morsels like a hound, mix well with buffets, stir them round, with good thick oil of flatteries, and froth with mean self-lauding lies. Serve warm the vessels you must choose, to keep it in our dead man's truce. Yes, very pretty, very big. This will keep me entertained for a while. Oh, this one I'm excited about. This is Tristram Shandy by Lawrence Stone. Hate these editions as per usual. This one was more expensive than usual. Even though they're €4, but this was €5. I don't know where I heard about this. I don't remember. They're very short chapters mostly, it looks like. Like, look at this. Wait, I haven't even talked about what it's about yet, but this chapter is literally like 3 lines. Well, let me read the back. Lawrence Stern's The Life and Opinions of Tristram Shandy, Gentleman, is a huge literary paradox, for it is both a novel and an anti-novel. As a comic novel replete with bawdy humour and generous sentiments, it introduces us to a vivid group of memorable characters, variously eccentric, farcical, and endearing. As an anti-novel, it is a deliberately tantalizing and exuberantly egoistic work, ostentatiously digressive, involving the reader in the labyrinthine creation of a purported autobiography. This mercurial 18th century text thus anticipates modernism and postmodernism, vibrant and bizarre. Tristram Shandy provides an unforgettable experience. We may see why Nietzsche termed Stern the most liberated spirit of all time. It just sounds fun. I love a weird book. I'll read it first. Is this Greek? Is that Greek? Maybe if you can read that, I don't know. Well, I don't know if you can read it, so. Book 1, chapter 1. I'll just read the first page because I remember being pretty enamored by this. I wish either my mother or my father, or indeed both of them, as they were in duty both equally bound to it, had minded what they were about when they begot me, had they duly considered how much depended upon what they were doing, that not only the production of a rational being was concerned in it, but that possibly the happy formation and temperature of his body, perhaps his genius and the very cast of his mind, and for aught they knew to the contrary, even the fortunes of his whole house, might take their turn from the humours and dispositions which were then uppermost. Had they duly weighed and considered all this, and proceeded accordingly, I am verily persuaded I should have made a quite different figure in the world from that in which the reader is likely to see me. I love that first line is half of the first fucking paragraph, like that's crazy. I love a really long first line, like I love it. That was so good. Again, super ugly covers, but they have okay notes. They have okay notes. And they're cheap and they're handy. So This just sounded like something that I would enjoy. Like, I just like weird things. Usually I don't read the introductions of books like these until after I've read them, because they have spoilers a lot of the time. I should really look up on Reddit, like, to see if they have spoilers in these introductions, but, or I don't know, somewhere else. I feel like they would have them on Reddit. I've thought about, for my Wordsworth Classics editions, ripping off the covers and like binding them myself, because I have two of my favorite books in these covers, and The Picture of Dorian Gray and Frankenstein in particular need to change. Actually no, Picture of Dorian Gray in particular, because I have a bajillion little tabs in there, so it's kind of annoying that I don't, you know, have anything to put in there. I have one last book left, and as you can see, a little vintage classics red spine. I have for you The Glass Bead Game by Hermann Hesse. I don't remember as we speak what this is about. I feel like it's kind of sci-fi. Let's read. In the remote kingdom of Castalia, the scholars of the 23rd century play the glass bead game. The elaborately coded game is a fusion of all human knowledge, of maths, music, philosophy, science, and art. Intrigued as a schoolboy, Joseph Knecht becomes consumed with mastering the game as an adult. As Knecht fulfills his lifelong quest, he must contend with unexpected dilemmas and the longing for a life beyond the ivory tower. I've never read Hesse. He's German, right? Because I actually study German. So usually with books written in a language that I am learning, because I do German at university level, so the aim is to be fluent by the end. I usually hold off on reading books in languages that I know until I'm good enough in them to read it in that language, but I mean, I guess there's no harm in me. There's still no harm in sometimes doing this, because I have, you know, usually I at least try and read it in a translated version, like into a different language. But I mean, to be fair, Hesse, like, I'm not gonna be fucking reading that anytime soon in the original language, so I think I'm happy with this. Kind of like the cover, kind of not. It's interesting. I don't hate it. Dedicated to the journeys of the East. I was gonna read you the first page. Is this the first? Yeah. Wait, this is a general introduction, so is that? Ah, this is interesting. So the contents, I'll show you the contents. The Glass Bead Game, a general introduction to its history for the layman. And that's 36 pages. Interesting. Is this kind of like an indices type idea? Or explaining it. And then the life of Magister Luddy Joseph Knecht. Luddy. It's embarrassing for me. I guess will I read the first page from there, and then Joseph Knecht's posthumous writings, the poems of Knecht's student years, The Three Lives. Interesting. General introduction. Let's go. Okay, the life of Magister Luddy Joseph Knecht. No knowledge has come down to us of Joseph Knecht's origins. Epic first line. I'm just kidding, but yeah, excited for that. If any of these books you would like me to get to ASAP, please let me know, even though I probably won't get to any of them ASAP, to be honest. None of these are something I'm super interested in right now. This is all stuff that I've collected over the last couple weeks, really. What I'm most excited for at the minute, probably one of these two. Probably, I think. My little kitty is going crazy over here. Yeah, but let me know if there's anything I should be more excited for. Cloud Atlas I'm also excited for, but I don't know if I'll be getting on that anytime soon. And this I probably will not get to for a while. I have some other posts I would like to read from more first. And also because I really just finished The Bad Machine. So, but I really like his poetry. If anyone has any good poetry recommendations, please give them to me because I will take any happily. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was entertaining or relaxing or gave you some ideas for what you would like next to buy, to read. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, night, probably night. I feel like that's the time that most people watch ASMR. So, thank you so much. Goodbye.